Thousands of people in Vietnam have been celebrating 50 years since the fall of Saigon, marking an end to decades of conflict in the country. Some 3 million Vietnamese and nearly 60,000 Americans were killed in the years-long war. For more on what's happening there, CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio connects with us from London. Ramy, good morning to you. And we should note it's only the 50-plus crowd who would remember the war. Most of Vietnam's population is younger than that, but still, that was a pivotal moment in history. So how is the nation celebrating?
Yeah, absolutely, Errol. Good morning to you. It's been 50 years, I think we can say, of fast change for the country, from war to peace and from strict socialism to economic integration with the world. And the U.S., for our viewers, is now Vietnam's top export market. But it was this day, back in 1975, pivotal, as you say, in history, after the U.S. Withdrew troops and evacuated Vietnamese refugees. And right there you can see on the screen an iconic moment of an Air America helicopter that airlifted Vietnamese refugees in the second to last day of the war before the North Vietnamese army came in for the fall of Saigon. Today, the country marked that day as a start of its journey towards what they're calling more unity. Ho Chi Minh City, the capital, what it's called now, there was a joint military civilian parade that thousands came out for. You can see the image of Ho Chi Minh, the founder of Vietnam after the war. This parade also included soldiers there from China, Laos, and Cambodia, its regional neighbors. Vietnam's Communist Party chief also vowed to make the country one of peace, one of unity, prosperity, and he said closing a door on the past. But, you know, along with manufacturing, as we know, tourism, now a major driver of Vietnam's economy, near record numbers of people going there, nearly 18 million people last year. I've been there 3 times myself. I can tell you that there's an electric hustle and bustle. The food is great. People we know are entrepreneurial and very much open to the world.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal place to visit if you're lucky enough to head there. What is happening now then between Vietnam and the U.S.? Because you've got the specter of tariffs, and as you just mentioned, manufacturing and trade is a key component of its economy.
Right. Well, setting aside the tensions with the tariffs, really U.S.-Vietnamese relations have been or are at their best right now. It was just in 2023, during the Biden administration, that the two elevated ties to what's called a comprehensive strategic partnership. So what does that mean? It means that in Vietnam's eyes, the U.S. is now diplomatically on par with China and Russia, deeper ties in trade, deeper ties security, education, technology. And there's also this shared interest in stability in the South China Sea, which China claims as its own. This year, not just the 50th anniversary for the end of the war, but also the 30th anniversary since the U.S. and Vietnam normalized ties. Vietnam is now the U.S.'s 10th biggest trading partner, and probably we've all done this. If you look on labels for your computers or your clothes, you probably see made in Vietnam on some of them. But as you mentioned, there's the trade tension there. Trump leveling 46% tariffs on Vietnam this month. That's been paused, but still a looming threat. The Trump administration also pulled back USAID programs in Vietnam. That's linked to the war 50 years ago, the bombing of the country, cleaning up after its use of Agent Orange, which denuded all the force there, and also unexploded ordnance. And we saw those pictures of the parade, but U.S. officials notably were absent at those celebrations today, and some are saying that that is a diplomatic slight.
All right, Ramy Inocencio with the latest, joining us from London. Thanks, Ramy.
Of course.